Divers Roseline Fillion and Megan Benfiito kept Canada's medal streak going at the Rio Summer Games with another bronze medal. Fillion, of Laval, K, and Benfiito, of Montreal, were third in the women's 10-meter synchronized diving event Tuesday. They were fifth heading into the final round, but a botched dive by the North Koreans gave Fillion and Benfiito an opening for a podium finish. And they nailed it on their final dive, an inward 3.5 somersault, for a score of 80.64 points to finish with 336.18 overall behind two Chinese teams. Fillion and Benfiito, who were bronze medalists 4 years ago in London, gave Canada its fourth bronze medal and fifth overall. It was crazy. We knew we needed a good dive on the last one to have a chance at the podium, Fillion said. We went up there really calm, looked at each other and told each other, we got this, and we ended up with a great last dive. Canada's only non-bronze medal also came in the pool, a silver captured by 16-year-old Penny Oleksiak in the women's 100-meter butterfly final on Sunday. Canadian athletes have won at least one medal on each day of competition so far. Fillion and Benfiito make up half of the Fab Four Ontario Canada's diving team. Fillion, Benfiito, Jennifer Abel and Pamela Ware all have medal potential in Rio as Abel and Ware missed the podium in the 3-meter synchro by less than a point. Fab is an acronym, F for Fillion, A for Abel, B for Benfiito, and the Roman numeral 4 is a stylized W for Ware. All four women will now shift their focus to the individual events. The competition was held outdoors for the first time since the 1992 Barcelona Games. But the color of the water in the pool Tuesday was a putrid green and there was no immediate word on what caused the color change. Canada will have a chance to win another medal in the pool Tuesday night as Sydney Pickering competes in the women's 200-meter individual medley final. Meanwhile in Brasilia, the Canadian women's soccer team exorcised some demons with a 2-1 win over Germany to conclude the preliminary round. Melissa Tancredi had both goals as Canada withstood a late barrage from the second-ranked Germans to improve to 3-0 to finish atop Group F. More importantly, Canada earned its first win in 13 games against Germany. I am just proud of this team, Tancredi said. To be able to put 2 goals past a Tier 1 opponent and really state our spot in this tournament is really huge for us. Both teams had already clinched quarter-final berths. The Canadians will play the runner-up in Group G on Friday in Sao Paulo. Canadian judo competitor Antoine Valois-Fortier came up short in his bid for a second straight Olympic bronze medal. A third-place finisher 4 years ago in London, the 26-year-old from Quebec City lost his repechage match to Japan's Takanori Nagase in the men's 81-kilogram event. A win would have put Valois-Fortier into a bronze medal showdown against Italian Matteo Marcancini. I can't believe I made all those sacrifices just to finish 7th, said a distraught Valois-Fortier. I put everything aside, my family, my girlfriend, my studies. After having a first-round bye, Valois-Fortier began the competition with wins over France's Loic Pietri and Argentina's Emmanuel Lucenti. But he lost his third-round match to Russian Kasan Kulmerzev to drop to the repechage. In tennis, Toronto's Daniel Nestor will have a chance at another podium finish 16 years after winning Canada's only Olympic tennis medal to date. Canada's Daniel Nestor works on his serve during a practice session at the 2016 Summer Olympics Thursday, August 4, 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Nestor teamed with Vancouver's Vasek Pospisil to cruise past the Italian duo of Fabio Fognini and Andreas Seppi 6-3, 6-1 in the men's doubles quarterfinals. Nestor teamed with Sebastian Leroux to upset the favoured Australian duo of Todd Woodbridge and Mark Woodford in the men's doubles final of the 2000 Sydney Games. We played a great match. Very crisp. Nestor said. We're hitting the ball great, both of us. We were all over them and we didn't let the foot off the pedal. Nestor and Pospisil will face Spain's Rafael Nadal and Marc Lopez in the semi-final on Wednesday. The Spanish duo beat Austria's Oliver Mrek and Alexander Paya in straight sets in another quarter-final. The women's doubles team wasn't as lucky, as Eugenie Bouchard and Gabby Dabrowski were eliminated after a 7-6, 4, 6-2, 6-4 loss to Czechs Lucy Sifrova and Barbara Strykova. The match was a seesaw battle, most notably in the 8th game of the third set. Bouchard and Dabrowski had several opportunities to break serve down 4-3, but ultimately could not overcome Sifrova and Strykova, who held on to win the match. Sifrova and Strykova opened the tournament with a huge upset win over defending Olympic champions Serena and Venus Williams of the U.S. Canada's swimmers missed the podium for the first time at the Games, with Sydney Pickram finishing 6th in the women's 200-meter individual medley. But they'll get another chance after Santo Canderelli of Kenora, Ontario, finished 2nd in his men's 100 freestyle semi-final, qualifying 4th for the final. The Canadian men's field hockey team suffered a 7-0 setback to the Netherlands. The Dutch, 2-0-1, moved into 2nd in Pool B behind Germany, 3-0, while Canada, 0-3, is tied for last with Ireland, 0-3. It marked the first time in the tournament that Canada has been shut out after suffering losses of 6-2 to Germany and 3-1 to Argentina. The Canadians resume action Thursday facing Ireland, which lost 3-2 to Germany on Tuesday. After missing the London Olympics 4 years ago, Canada qualified for the Rio Games with a 4th-place finish at the International Hockey Federation's World League semi-final in Argentina last June. Canada's Ben Saxton and Chaim Schacht earned a 3-set win over Brazilians Evandro Goncalves Oliveira Jr. and Pedro Solberg in men's beach volleyball. After losing their opener Sunday, the Canadians will conclude pool play Wednesday against Cubans Nivaldo Nader Diaz Gomez and Sergio Reynaldo Gonzalez Baird.